Thank you, Senator Hester. And we've only got just a couple minutes left. And so I think we've got several questions here that are related to the prison. Some folks may not have been on the call when you addressed it earlier. So I think for the last question here, just so we can get to a few of these, if you would just touch on, where things stand with the prison, what are some of the plans going forward, and from your perspective, what does that look like?
Well, it's a good question. I get that a lot about, there's a lot of talk about the prison in Franklin County that we have to have because so many of our county jails are full. And when our county jails are full, they can only keep the bad guys in there, and then there's no misdemeanor justice. So if there's some guy that's going around and he's breaking into cars in a subdivision, they can arrest him. Then they're going to let him go again because they've only got the drug dealers and the murderers. That's all the space we have for. So we've got to get this prison built in Franklin County. And look, I mentioned earlier that we had a group of members that voted with China to make sure they can be able to lobby us. It was actually basically that same group that is preventing us from building a prison down in Franklin County. And, there's some real concerns about what's going on there. Look, we've got to have a prison to keep us safe. And what we did, the legislature did give the Department of Corrections $75 million. We own the property. We bought about 800 acres. We have the money to do the architecture and engineering and maybe some dirt work. But what's really important, we'll get that done. We'll get a firm bid from a contractor on the price. And once we have that, I believe when we get to the fiscal session, we'll be able to fund the whole prison. But look, when you've got conservative Republicans that aren't willing to do the number one thing, which is keep people safe, I don't know how to answer that. We did all we could do all session. We just couldn't get members, not enough. It takes 75% to vote to fund the whole new prison. We did get to fund the first step, and I believe we're going to get it done before it's all said and done.